Hi everyone, so I just want to give a fairly quick demo of the brand new Facebook Horizon Workrooms. I'm not going to go through a lot of this, but there's a few features that I'd like to focus on. So when I come in here initially, there's a choice of seating positions and seating formats. The one I'm at the moment is conversations. It's more a round table. There's one for presentations as well. And let's just click on the default one as well to see what that's like. So now I'm in the default position where I have the video conference screen to my left and the whiteboard up to my right. Now actually yesterday I did have a meeting in here with two other people, and they both came in as a video conference, appeared on the large screen there side by side, and that was really quite nice. It worked well. Today it's just myself. I want to, as I say, focus on one or two really neat features in here. So we can look at the room details there, and I'm in the immersive room at the moment. And if I click on computer, I've already done a remote desktop to my laptop so that I can see it here in front of me and work on it pretty much just as easily as if I didn't have the virtual reality headset on me, and I'll demonstrate that in a moment. So I'm holding my mouse now with my left hand and scrolling down through the immersive forum conversation on the Slack channel that we have for immersive, where we spoke about Facebook rooms yesterday, or Workrooms. And I can make this a bigger size screen, which makes it very comfortable for me to work on now. I can resize this with my mouse. And I can pretty much do in here what I would do, as I say, if I was actually sitting with the laptop in front of me without my headset on. So just to demonstrate, I'm going to touch type now. I've got the keyboard on my lap, so I might miss one or two of the keys, but this is a quick demo to show you how easy it is to type even when I can't see the keyboard directly. So yeah, luckily for me, I'm a touch typist, so it does make it easier for sure. But again, just to say that it's now very practical for a lot of people to use their computer in VR and to do useful stuff like taking notes, which was one of the real bugbears that I had previously. When you put it on a VR headset, you're kind of normally isolated from taking notes, which is, of course, a very important part of a lot of meetings. So I'll submit that message. Oh, well, let me see. Let me just type something new here. So I'm currently recording a demo which I'll share shortly. And I guess I'll just hit return. And so that's live now on the Slack for immersive. Now, what I want to show is that I can project that to the large whiteboard, which is very useful. So if I go, let me see where. If I click on share screen, that's now going to appear up there on the large whiteboard so that any of my colleagues here in the room with me can follow along as I'm scrolling and moving about that screen. It's also right here in front of me. So that's a live projection. I can also just take a screenshot. Save that to the whiteboard. And now I can stop sharing my screen. And I've shared the screen capture to the screen instead. So I'm going to close down my laptop screen there for a moment. Now that's up on the whiteboard, and I could just write on it here. And this is really neat, the way you turn your controller around, and now you can use it as a pen, and I can pick the green ink and I can draw a line there. No, I'm not having trouble. And that's shown up on the large screen. But what actually works even nicer is for me to get up, stand up and go to the large screen. So I do that by saying go to whiteboard. Now I don't know if you can see this, but I'm after going into augmented reality mode here, so to speak, where I'm doing a video pass through and I can actually see through the headset, so to speak. And I'm going to say continue, and now I'm standing effectively at that whiteboard that you saw a moment ago, looking back down at my colleagues here and the video screen and so on. And I've got all the controls here that I had while I was sitting down as well, so I can pick the red ink and say this is me here. But the neat thing about this is because I've actually lined up this vertical whiteboard with my physical wall, which is right here, I'm getting this really neat haptic feedback as I'm typing here. And it just makes it really easy to be accurate. So there's Adrian, there was Kira, and the three of us were in this call yesterday. Kira and Adrian were both on the video screen. I was in here in the room. And it was just really fun. I don't know what the point of that is, but again, it's just to show you that it's really easy, really easy to be accurate when you're drawing on the shared whiteboard here. So let me, well, first of all, I can move. If I'm running out of space over there, I can move and start typing afresh over here again. So I can draw bigger diagrams or smiley faces, which is about all I can do really. I think you get the idea. It's just really easy to draw on this screen when you get that haptic feedback of the real wall. And I can move back there again. And I can move over to the other side so that you can see this is a really big area. Can obviously do an awful lot of writing here. And just to show you the way I can easily draw quite accurately along the grid lines that are provided there. So if I took my time, I could do fairly intricate diagrams, because that grid is a great help, etc. I think you get the point. So what I'll do is I'll go back to my desk, I click on that. Now I'm back in pass-through mode again, and I can easily see my chair not fall flat in my face, and go back to my desk. And here in front of me, of course, I'm seeing everything that I've done up on that large screen. And I can erase things if I want to. Okay, so I can erase things. And I can pan. And I can erase that. Okay, so really, I think I've gone longer than I meant to. All I really wanted to do there was to show you the magic of this room size whiteboard, interactive whiteboard really. And the magic of being able to write on that when you're standing up next to it. It really is something that just really impresses, that I haven't really experienced in virtual reality before, and I think it's well worth trying it out. Okay, thanks for listening, and I hope that was some use.